always caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good gain on first, has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
58, right over there. Hey, alert, 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 alert! Right there.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Carr gonna throw. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. There's the Panthers punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He's going to field this at the 4. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 29. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Run. Rip left. 58's the mic, 58.
To throw, Mayfield. Quick slant here to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, avoid 33.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Baker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go, they're back at it. I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they played much better in game 2.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Kene Nwangu, 69 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Oh, wide open, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go, D. Alert, flare.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, check. Alert.
On 2nd down and 4. Mayfield works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On second down, right back to Hunt. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Carr. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Point it right. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Mayfield now from the 50. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
Here we go.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rondale Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. There's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hurry! 58, come on! Time to go, night!
Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Carr's throw complete to Rager. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, But for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Card to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. On the give is Nwangu. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. This is Smith with a grab. There he goes, left
Showtime
side.
today, baby.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Devontae Smith. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A carry here for Hunt. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. On play action, now Carr. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Touchdown, Panthers. Kene Nwangu with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Again, it's Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw his car. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a throw here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. From the 39, Carr. Williams brings it in. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Mayfield to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 64 yards rushing on 12